So the match the other night, when you look back, and we talked very briefly, but it seemed to be a near perfect match in terms of what your expectations are from your team each game. Control the game, win the ball back mentality, and although there were a few things near the end maybe that were not quite pleasing, it was a very good match. Yes.
Yeah, it was. I think it was a really good match from ourselves. I think when you win 4-0 and you create the chances, you don't concede very much until the last 15-20 minutes. It was a really good performance, team performance, and this is what make me really happy is that we play as a team. We work hard for each other. We play well in possession. We respected the game and we keep it really simple. And that was good. But I think the last 15-20 minutes we were a little bit sloppy, and we have to try to manage to play like that for the 95 minutes. Even if I know it's difficult, but this is our aim and this is our target. How we can manage to play well, and and then see what will happen.
You said prior to the season in regard to David Villa and then additional goal scorers, you added Medina, Shradi. You were expecting more out of Morales. That was one thing you said specifically. So 6 weeks into the season, 14 goals, only one scored by Villa. So far, those things have occurred.
Yeah, but I still want David to score a lot of goals because that is what he's doing best, especially for us. When you look at his goals record in the last 2 years, it's been fantastic for this football club. So we don't want that to change. We want to keep him in the same level and other players around improve themselves. I think we have the quality up front to score goals, but you people are talking about the goals that we scored. It's really nice, but what as well gives me satisfaction is the fact that we didn't concede goals, and players are really happy as well because we didn't concede, and this is a really important point. The balance has to be right between our attacking faces to our defensive faces.
So Villa and Alex Ring both got a chance to play a little bit coming off of injuries. What was your evaluation of their performance and certainly their health? And I assume they'll both be available on the weekend?
Yeah, I think the health was more important than their performance because we know what they can do for the team. It was important for them to play a little bit, and they came out of the game with no issues. And both of them are contender for the starting 11 for the game against Atlanta.
What are you expecting against Atlanta? What are some of the keys to success you feel?
I think this is a team who, we know their strength. They are in a really good period. They won the last 4. They have quality players up front who can make a difference by themselves. They've got pace, they've got power, they've got quality to finish as well. And what we need to avoid is to make mistakes, because if we make any mistakes, we get punished straight away.
It's a good measure. Atlanta, to see where NYCFC is standing right now. I know you're first place, you won a bunch of games, but
first place at the beginning doesn't mean
nothing. I know.
But I think I'm not looking at the table, honestly. What I'm looking at is really our performance as a team, the way we play. I think this is really important to me. Then after, of course, Atlanta, I always say that with the investment that they make, the way they improve during the summer, like ourselves as well, they are one of the favorites, of course, because of the quality of the players that they have, the manager that they have. I think they are one of the team who can pretend winning the championship.
Could we go back to your side and Shradi? And you've talked about him before, but you talk up to a lot of people around MLS, just supporters from other teams and things, and he seems to have come out of the blue. Nobody really knew about him. Credit to your staff for finding him. He just told me he's never been a primary goal scorer on teams he's played. He's always kind of been the secondary guy, but look what he's done so far.
There's no doubt that boy can score goals. He's got the calmness that you need in front of the goals, and he's got the really good left footed to put the ball where he really wants to put it. So we have to keep working with him. He has to improve. We have to keep challenging him because there's more to come from him as well. And at the same time, I think when the team's playing well, that allowed him or the players to express themselves. So that's why the way we play, it's really important because we allowed players to express themselves.
It's a long season, but at this point, it'd be pretty hard to take him off the field, wouldn't it?
It would be really hard, but the same way that it will be hard to take off Jesus, to take off Joe, or to put David on the bench. And this is the squad that we build. This is what I wanted to. And what is important is players to respect my decision, and for me as well as a coach to be fair to all of them, to try to make the best starting 11 who can represent the team, who can help to win the games. Sometimes I will get it right, and some of the times I will get it wrong. That is the part of the job, and less wrong I will make it, and better it will be.
Inge has moved out to the wing on the left side the last two matches, and it seems like the performance of the attack has upgraded when that's happened, when he moved for the 9 and then Medina comes inside. Do you see it that way too?
Yeah, I think Joe is, when we did our homework before signing him, he played in a different position. He even played as a left back, as a right back. He can do a really good job everywhere, but I think the position where he feels comfortable is on the left-hand side or as a number 9. So that's good for us because we have few players who can play in a different position, and that allows them as well on the field to rotate themselves. So I'm happy with him scoring the goals because that will give him confidence as well. But his work ethic for the team has been really good.
Work ethic. Maxi Morales. Petke said after the game, 89th minute, leading 4-0. He was amazed to watch Morales track a player for 60 yards, even though the game was well in hand. And does that speak to Maxi?
Yes, Maxi is. I always say that when we play well, that means Maxi play well. He's a collective man. He doesn't want the light on himself. He's here and try to make the players around him look better, look good, and that's what I love about Maxi. He's always putting the team, the players in front of himself, and I think that is a sign of good person and a good football player as well. He play for the team. Everything he's do is for the team, and that is one of the reasons why we are playing some really good football as well.
You have so many versatile players. Do you think that's something that's good for your team, that they could challenge each other? And
yes, of course. And we don't have a big squad, but we have 2 good players in every single positions, and players know that they have to perform, they have to work hard, and if not, it will make my job even more easy. And the spot is there, and I will give it to the one who deserve it. And that is why it will be important for me to be fair to players and make a decision about what I see on the field.